Who to believe, when, and why? Question mark. Hey everybody, Coach Brew here. Another episode of Windshield Wisdom, talking today about what to believe, what you see, what you hear, both, neither, and how that relates to your business and life today. So the current event example I would give you is we are in like day number 80 something of the COVID chronicles, COVID lockdown, quarantine, call it whatever you want. But why that's relevant is, what's also currently happening at the time of this recording is after the death of George Floyd in the hands of a Minnesota police officer, or a group of four, really, Minnesota police officers. There's looting, rioting, protesting, peaceful, not so peaceful demonstrations, people exercising their First Amendment rights to free speech, assembly, freedom of press, all that. And this isn't a political discussion, it's simply a discussion of reality and how reality and culture here in America relates to and meets your business and your audience. So, there appears to be a lot of rioting, not like marching and protesting, but a lot of rioting. Buildings, cars, police vehicles, courthouses being lit on fire or just simply publicly defaced, destroyed, and it looks like a large number of people. It could be a limited number of bad actors. I'm not saying a handful, but a limited number. You just don't know. You don't know if it's Antifa, white supremacists, people legitimately in those communities, legitimately angered by what happened to Floyd. You don't know. It's not like people are walking around wearing a name tag or a t-shirt that explains, like, here's, what part of this event I kind of align with. It's just throngs of anonymous people doing what they're doing. Not social distancing, I might add. But anyway, how does that relate to your business? Well, we don't know what part of that audience are real protesters peacefully assembling, and what part of them have nothing to do with the real cause and are just out to cause destruction, or just out to create bad optics even. And how that relates to your business is the whole concept of perception is reality in marketing in the media. And where I would draw a comparison is you might see someone's business you're thinking about hiring or buying from, and they have thousands of social media followers, thousands upon thousands. And on the surface, everything, that looks good. Oh, hey, they're popular. But if you dig a little deeper and you take a look at those actual, let's just say it's Twitter. You take a look at those actual Twitter followers, you can tell if they're bots or not. You can also tell if they're bought or not. Yeah, you can buy fans on Facebook. You can buy followers on Twitter or Instagram to, in theory, air quotes, aid the optics of your brand. I would argue that it doesn't help your cause. There are companies in Los Angeles and Hollywood that you can hire to bring a crowd to your event. And I'm not suggesting that these protests are filled with bought and paid for actors playing a role. Some of them might be, I don't know, I don't care, that's like not what I'm talking about here. So don't misinterpret this or get offended unnecessarily. This isn't a political commentary, it's an analogy. But you can buy an audience on social media. You can buy an actual physical audience to let's say you're an artist and you have a limited size fan base. You can literally hire actors to pose as fans at, let's say, an album release concert, or a public appearance you make at like the local record store. And at the end of the day, the question remains, do those optics really actually help your business, or does it in fact hurt your brand? I would argue it damages your brand. Some cases, irreparable damage. Because the second that becomes exposed or public information, and eventually the customer isn't dumb. The public isn't naive. We figure things out. We can tell, which followers on Facebook or Twitter are fake. And we can tell which people in an audience are really behaving in a disingenuous manner, or just simply there to fill seats. There are a lot of people who do what I do for a living: speaker, coach, someone who runs workshops, who will, ask a bunch of their colleagues to just sit in the workshop for the day to help me fill the auditorium and to make it look like I have a full event. And those same speakers will advertise on their website. They only have 12 seats left. They only have 10 seats left. When in reality, there are plenty of seats left at that event. And you're filling the room two ways. You are booking a smaller room in the same building than you initially did, or you're just taking seats out to say you sold out the building, which is really the small room, or you're just adding free people to attend in body but not necessarily in mind and spirit. And that's where I think you get yourself into trouble. You are far better off not playing the optics game in whatever industry you're in, and catering to your raving fans. If you have a room of 13 people and they happily paid to be there, they've been on your customer list for quite some time, they support you, play to the people who legitimately want to hear your music. That's my message. You are far better off doing that. Quality over quantity always wins. Quality over quantity always wins. Because I'd rather have a small, passionate audience who will fight for you and is in your corner and wants to help you grow than the illusion or the appearance of a large audience, the appearance of popularity, in the hopes that those optics will somehow magically just create growth for you. Newsflash, spoiler alert, it won't. It simply won't. It's my 2 cents for you today. Coach Brew, as I'm about to pull into my office, I want to sign off and encourage you to champion quality over quantity. And if you enjoyed this video and want more information like this, head on over to coachbrew.com and sign up for the Daily Brew. That's my email list. At the top of the page, you go to coachbrew.com and you can get access to more fabulous information just like this. When you do sign up, you will automatically receive 12-page report. 12 ways to double your sales, double your business. 12 ways to double your sales and double your business, simply for signing up for my email list. And that report is actually a sample of my premium newsletter that is reserved for the members of my inner circle, my Yesterday's Underdogs membership community. They pay $99 a month for that newsletter, and you'll get a complimentary issue just for signing up to coachbrew.com. Head on over there, and remember, quality beats quantity when it comes to building your fan base, growing your business, and being authentic above all else. Talk to you in the next episode. Make it a great one.